Welcome back to Turf Talk, Belmont Stakes edition, alongside John Scheinman near the finish line, or as it was for me all weekend, the heartbreak pole.
Do you need a drink, Ed?
I do need a drink. It was not a financially successful weekend, John.
I've got $2 if we're going to dinner. I think we can get hot dogs at Papaya King later on.
I'm glad you know a place.
On the earlier video that we did today, I said I was going to fan the money out.
Yeah.
Here it is.
True to his word, win or lose, fanning the money.
I hope you have me back because this was a crushing. I couldn't have lost the money faster at gunpoint. It was that bad. It was that bad.
Well, at least you have good lines.
I always have good lines.
I feel like, looking at the Belmont Stakes, specifically the feature, obviously, I don't feel like my opinion was terrible. I mean, my pick ran second. Tappert was better. And I felt like I didn't want to take the second choice in a race I was already with the chalk, but I mean, no excuse. The winner was the best.
You suffered a heartbreaker there, losing with Irish War Cry, because he cleared off and he
right.
looked like he was going to get it done.
He was home free.
He did look, and that's the worst feeling, when you look home free and they come to get you. And for me, because I said in the earlier video we did today, Tappert, no way. I really liked Patch. Patch ran tremendous, right? He got third.
He put Gormley away. Those were the two sort of battling, turning for home for the minors, and Patch was better for sure. And then, the rest, take nothing away. It's hard work to get to these type of races, but I mean, clearly the top four, the class, and they were the four coming out of the Derby.
What did you learn today?
I learned that it's still a competitive 3-year-old group, which segues into my next point. I talked to Mark Cassie. He thinks Classic Empire's #1 among 3-year-olds right now. I told him, Mark, I love your horse. Always Dreaming has 2 Grade 1s, including the Derby. He's on top for me in this division.
I don't have a problem with either of them. I'm actually not a voter in that, but I don't have a problem.
You need to change that.
Well, you need to change that. You've got the strings to pull. I don't change it myself.
Well,
but I would be happy to do that. And let's say I'm going to do it now. I think I'm going to side with you because you're going to get me to be a voter.
Yeah, well,
I always dream. No,
I'm not a payola guy.
What you said, you're not a payola guy. That's right. Yeah. I did try to get you with $2 right there too. Look, what you said is what you said to me off camera earlier today was very valid. The Kentucky Derby is probably the hardest one of these things to win.
That's right.
You know what's interesting today? The whole concept that speed is extremely important in the Belmont held up again today.
Yeah.
Forwardly placed horses. I mean, Kenny McPeak was salivating coming into this because he thought he ran, his horse was really coming into form with senior investment. Looking at Lee, so prominent, both first 2 legs of the Triple Crown. It doesn't work that way in this kind of race. You've got to be on pace. I still am happy about only one thing. My picks were pretty decent. They came 3rd and 4th. Not so. Yeah, it's not. It's the worst moral victory ever. I found this card extremely hard. I guess I didn't expect Mike Smith to win 5 races.
Well, I figured we had to mention that. Mike Smith winning 5. I mean, and they were on favorites. I think all 5 of them were favored. Nevertheless, you come in on a day like today, win 5, Baffert won 4. That's an accomplishment.
I was looking at some statistics during the day. Granted, he rode arrogant in the World Cup and the Pegasus, but Mike Smith came into today's race card with 123 mounts on the year. His average earnings per mount was $147,000. Unbelievably, that's way up there now after today.
It's huge.
Javier Castellano, who has 4 times the number of mounts, average earnings per mount, $20,000. Mike Smith might be having the greatest year. Seriously, he might be having, and I almost gave him an Eclipse Award last year, or voted him as the Eclipse winner. He might be having one of the greatest years, if not the greatest year, of any jockey of all time.
I actually did vote for him last year, but he has Arrogate, Unique Bella, Songbird, Abel Tasman, embarrassment of riches for him. An embarrassment of riches for those who did well. The racing was great this weekend. John, it was a pleasure having you with us.
One quick thing while we're on that topic. Abel Tasman was an absolute spectacular today. And if you read my blog, I really thought Salty was huge today. The horse ran great. But that the horse was able to go through that gap on the inside, and that a 51 or 2-year-old man was as swashbuckling as Mike Smith was to make that move It was so brazen and so exciting. I thought that was my favorite moment of the whole day. Just terrific all the way around.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Great racing. Wish it was better betting and better results for us, but we'll be back.
Sorry.
We'll lick our wounds or drink our wounds or whatever you do with the alcohol drink, obviously. But it's just a lot of fun to have you here with us.
It's always great. Thanks for having me.
All right, candy cigarettes away.
That's what we got left.
Yeah, that's
Candy
all that's
cigarettes, $2 in a side flask.
Very good. All right, John, thanks a lot. And thank you for joining us throughout the Triple Crown season. We'll be back with some videos at Churchill Downs. I'm going to the Queen's Plate. Please join us.
Oh, you're out, Smile.
Yeah.